All right, thank you, Grecia. We can go ahead and get started with ours. All right. Thank you everyone for coming. It is 1:10 and we're going to go ahead and get started. I am very excited to be here. First, let's let our buddies in. Let's let our little buddies in. Great. Okay, and I'm going to drop into the chat just a little something, just a little welcome and the slide deck for us all today. We have 50 minutes, but it's going to be a lovely one. A little background about me and this little, this little workshop. So I'm very excited to be here. I talked to Dennis. He said he's doing Google Camp, and I had to jump right on it. I pretty much knew I was going to do Flippity right away. I looked for the last year and this year, and I said, hey, no one else is doing it. Let's go ahead and add it. It might be something unique. So if you're a little like me, you feel comfortable with Google Docs, comfortable with Google Slides, and maybe you wanted to get something new and fun. So that's great. Which brings me to the warm up, really, the F word. No, not that one. Fun, okay? Fun or a formative assessment. So I almost called it fun with Flippity, but I said, no, we want to get it approved. So for administrators, they love the word formative assessments. Oh, they love it. But if you say fun, we're going to have fun with teachers. Ooh, not so much. So we're going to figure out a way to balance that, all right? And I think Flippity is one of those tools that really allows it. The other reason why I picked it is it's not just one tool. Like, I love Google Forms. I love Google Docs, Google Slides, as you can see. But I wanted something that's kind of more like 8 tentacles. It has many things built into it, and we can really increase engagement out of it. I first learned about it last year, and I really love using it with students, and you're going to see some of my own personal examples. So we're going to see some generic examples. We're going to learn how to make them. Hopefully, you'll be able to bring these back to your teachers or to your administrators, maybe even your director. I know we have some great teachers here, folks from the county offices and our TOSAs. So it's going to be amazing. I have the chat right here. We'll try to use it a few times just to check in on everyone. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. If you have any issues, you can let me know. Before we go in the chat, if you'd like to put, have any of you used Flippity before? You could put a yes or no, or just a little reaction. Is it yes, no? Oh, awesome. Then you're going to love this thing. Great. Yeah, some of us might have it. Every day I'm learning. I tell you, this morning I learned Flippity has a new tool that's not even in our slideshow, and I'm so excited. A Connect 4 game. But we'll save it for the end. Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. And let's just go ahead and see it. So I'm going to share my sound, the desktop. Great. Some people starting accounts. Most of us haven't heard of it. So let's go ahead and see what it is. All right. First off, we'll start it right here. You can see we can admit that. Let's see. We're going to leave it right here before we go into presentation mode. And might as well go into it right now. All right. So Google Camp, welcome. I am very excited to be here and talk Google with everyone. I'm Zach Safi, Coordinator of Academic Technology here at Kern County Superintendent of Schools. And I made it all the way down to our Riverside camp because I work with Dennis in the statewide initiative in the county offices. So wanted to be here and support that. Here's our agenda. It's embedded in the, let's get it right here. Let's get my view, my panel. Very nice, but I'll put you guys off to the side so you don't have to see each other. But I can still see you. All right, and if you have any questions, go ahead and let me know in the chat. I'm not always the best, but we'll get to them by the end. All right, so here's the agenda. It's also put on the slide deck. No, we don't need that opened yet. Okay, and this is a Google site I really made, and I wanted to save for the end because I just learned this yesterday. So even when I signed up to do Flippity, I didn't know you could link Google Sites with it. And I'm so impressed. I'm like, man, it keeps giving. So I'm going to save this for the end. But here's where we start with flippity.net. So this is a website that allows teachers to customize basically spreadsheets, Google Sheets. and convert them into games that look just like this: Memory, Matching, Jeopardy, Connect 4. And I really love this website because it's universal for any grade level as well as any subject. So math, English, history, science, or even just for an SEL check-in, social and emotional learning. Now, because I want you guys to learn how to make this, we're going to go walk you through some of the procedural steps. But once you can make one game, you can make them all. It's just doing the same step for a different game. Why I like to keep putting flippity.net everywhere is when I first learned about it, I could not remember the name of the website. I'm like, what was it called? Flippity.com? Wrong website. And I didn't remember how to make it. I'm like, man, that guy was so fast. How did he do it? So I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit. If you'd like to go, follow along. Here we are now on flippity.net. Okay. Let's go ahead and add. We got just a few buddies that need to get added. Very cool. So now we're on flippity.net, not .com. And I really want you to see the various games or types of activities that are possible right here. But first, how do we make it? So I put here, we're going to focus on 5. That's a little ambitious. That's ambitious, but we're going to try it. The quiz show, which is Jeopardy. The random name picker, which is so cool. It's fun and engaging. You see, all of this Flippity, in order to justify it, we're based on sound learning frameworks, pedagogical frameworks, like universal design for learning, which argues for minimizing threats and distraction, customizing displays of information, all different types of things. You can use Flippity. So Flippity is great when you have sound instructional strategies, and we're going to see it. Let's see if we can go down. The board game is fun, but we're not going to do it for today. Manipulatives. Look at the new one I just learned about today. Connect 4, the Connecto game. I'm so excited about that one. Bingo. Hey, we might even have a little SEL check-in our group. I brought my markers. So for bingo, for us, and so on and so forth. But I want to go ahead and start with the matching game. Simple matching game right here. First thing I want to show you is for every one of these, you can click the instructions on the bottom. So if you want to make your own, here are the directions. It's really simple when I show you. Here's how you can add pictures into your matching cards. It's really, really easy, and I'll show you again. You can just paste the URL. You can actually add math equations from Desmos, which is crazy. And let's just go ahead and go back to show you, what am I talking about here? The template, this is where you want to go. So make sure you click on the template and look at this. This is when I was like, it's a Google product? So you might not see it in your waffle, right? Google Forms, Google Sheets, but here it is. It's a Google Sheets product, and you're going to make a copy. From here, it will be fully customizable. We're going to give you a generic one that's kind of fun, okay? But you can make it customizable. So all you'd have to do is switch out these. If you wanted it to be not red, you wanted it to be anything, black, a picture of you. Number 3, we're going to play a game with it in a minute. So I'll put this in the chat in just a minute so we could all be on the same page. But let's go ahead and see what it looks like. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. We're going to try to match these terms, okay? And you can see if you'd like to just somehow replace it, you can just shift, shift and go down all the way, as many cells as you'd like, okay? Now, let me show you the hard part that I couldn't remember. And this is the part if you rewatch the recording, this is it. Before you can play the game at get the link here in the bottom, you want to go to File, Publish to the Web. You may never have done this before, but it's going to be a very cool and essential tool. It's how you embed things later. For me, it's the hardest part. It's the hard part I forget. I get too excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I made this Google Sheet. How come it's not working? That guy made it look easy. So File, Publish to the Web. Okay. Please feel free to try it. If it's not working for you, it's okay. We'll help you out. Just let me know. We'll stay in contact. Hit publish. Are you sure I want to publish? Of course I want to publish. Okay. It's going to give me this link right here. I can embed it. But I like to go right here down to get the link here. It's nice and easy. So you go down, get the link here. Click this link. And right here. And now it's going to take me to the game already that it has created. How did it go from a Google Sheet to this? My mind was blown. Here's a little timer. What are the words behind this? What do we think? Let's go ahead and see. Without further ado.
Purple.
Purple. No, that's not purple. That's black.
Gray.
Gray. Whoa, I got one. All right. Black.
White.
No.
Yellow.
That's orange.
Brown.
Oh, I saw yellow somewhere.
White. Yellow.
Yellow. Blue.
Purple.
Oh, I can't
Orange.
remember. Orange was here.
White. Brown.
Ah.
White.
Ah.
Black.
Okay.
Green. Orange.
And you can be racing against your own time. If you
Blue.
can remember where these
Red.
things are. White.
Purple.
Purple.
Purple. Orange. Blue. Green.
Ah. Okay.
Black.
Orange. Where the heck was?
Brown. White.
Okay. And if you say, oh, I didn't make it. I didn't make it, Mr. Sophie, in the 60 seconds or whatever. You can keep going. You can play. We're not having to time ourselves. Okay. We don't have to. We can refresh. Whatever you like. All right. Say, oh, I got to start over. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. Okay. All right. We're not cheating. And you can go on and play. But what I really want you to see is you can change. If we go back to the matching game here, you can change this out to absolutely anything you'd like it to be. Okay. You can change this out to match it. And so in a minute, I'm going to give you a game that I played, that I created. And
so I noticed there in the document that it says Flippity images. And does it have to be an image that you get through Flippity, or you can put anything?
oh no, you can from Google.
Okay.
And so let's say I wanted right here, puppy. The only thing is you'd want to get it as a JPEG or something like that. So I'm going to copy the image address. I right click to go here. So any picture. Copy image address. Thank you for asking. That's wonderful. Let's find, sorry. See how it's going to be the sheet right here? The green Google sheet. Let's say I want to flip that out. Oh, see, they have it as a PNG. That's fine. Because that's a high quality image. And see, mine will be a JPEG, and that'll be totally fine.
Well, I think the PNG is just that it cuts the surrounding parts off of it. So it's just the thing.
Exactly. And it'll accept a few different formats. Like later you'll see it. You can even add YouTube videos on some of the other games. And it just becomes really nice. Now, if you're going to add a math formula, you have to do a little bit of play with it a little bit. But I'm just showing you, this is the standard one that Flippity gives you, okay, as a sample. But now let's go ahead and look at one that we have created, or I have created. And here's the matching game, okay? And I use a little bit of everything here. A little English, Spanish, math, history, elementary. You see, I think of my second grade niece who loved Anna and Elsa. Anna, Elsa, or my first grade nephew who loves volcanoes. Okay, so if we're learning, think even our English learners, or trying to just have fun with the vocabulary, it could be a little warm up, it could be an exit ticket, whatever you like. But here, notice the cards are facing you. So if you just want them to match, like maybe they're learning a new vocab word, can they match the picture? Okay. But if you want to have a little more challenging, to throw in a little bit more of that, I don't know, group activity, or a little bit of that, you know, they're trying a little harder. You have two options. And on Flippity, I'll show you right at the bottom is an option. You can just switch. Do you want it to be matching, or do you want it to be like this? Okay. And this is just getting started, you guys, just the tip of the iceberg. All right. This is nothing at all. Let's go ahead and try this one. And I'm going to even try to see if we can get it here and drop it in the chat. Yes. So if you'd like, please go ahead and try to follow along with us in the chat. I put this game right here for us. All right. And all we're going to do right here is see, can we find it? Can we get our matching vocab? We don't have to start at the same time, but 3, 2, 1. If you're there, let's go ahead
Frozen.
and try it. Frozen.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, Romeo and Juliet.
Red.
Red. Got it.
La Computadora.
Ooh, some Spanish. My English learners. Computadora. Ah,
La Computer.
got it. Romeo and Juliet.
Frozen. George Washington. Frozen. Frozen.
See, I'm setting a personal goal for myself of 1 minute, but you could have whatever works for you. Ah,
Egypt. Orange.
Egypt.
Romeo and Assessment. Quadratic Formula.
Quadratic formula.
George Washington. Quadratic Formula.
Done already. Wow, Chelsea, that's amazing. What was your time on that? If you got your time, go ahead and let us know.
Volcano.
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 45. What? Amazing. 45. Yes, not 45 minutes. Yes, 45 seconds. Amazing. Let's see. I
Romeo
wonder
and
if,
Juliet.
if you could even beat your own time by 10%. If we could all try.
George Washington.
I can't even beat my 1 minute.
Assessment.
Assessment.
George Washington. Egypt.
George Washington.
George Washington. Egypt. Romeo and Juliet. Assessment. Orange.
Getting closer.
Romeo and Juliet. Egypt.
Oh, awesome. Almost made my 90 seconds. Oh, man, I'm going to have to go back and try myself. Okay. So if you feel like, hey, I'm done with that, you're done. If you need some practice, go ahead. If you just like to make it a little easier. Amazing. Deanna's finished too. Chelsea and Deanna. Now, I could picture this for myself as an English learner, or actually, I sometimes study other languages. And you know what? In the summer, especially 1 minute, awesome, Sunny. Usually it's not that fun, especially in the summer. It's like, and you got to stay motivated. So it would be nice. Very nice, Karen. I'm glad you liked it. It's fun. And like I said, tip of the iceberg, you guys, this is one little activity on Flippity. Just a little one. And it's fully customizable. As you can see, I'm glad, Nora. Yeah. I could picture myself learning a new language, like in Spanish, or like in some of, I study some other languages from the Middle East. Like, man, imagine if we had pictures to go with it. It's just really fun. Okay. So again, that's the matching game. Let me see if I can show you, because there's one little trick I messed up. I didn't mean to trick. If you go here to the template, you see options at the bottom. Options. When you click the options, that is where you will get, what would you like? Oh, and if you want it to be a memory or a matching game. So that's how you switch it. You can change the card colors, the font. I mean, really cool. And it's a Google Sheet. You're welcome. I'm glad. It's one of the reasons I chose this instead of just Google Sheets. Is Google Sheets to me is like hard. You know, it's cool to do it. The secretaries use it a lot. Our math guys use it a lot. But throughout social studies, I didn't use it that much, like on a daily basis. But I thought, wow, what a cool way to use sheets that these geniuses created to let us have some fun and engaging ways to teach. Okay, so again, that's just that. Now I'm ready for this. One of my absolute favorites is right here. A long time ago, when we didn't really have online teaching, I used to teach advanced placement history, 11th grade, kids going to Harvard, Yale, but we didn't have a lot of fun in the summer. It was always hard work. So how do we get Jeopardy back? We used to play it on the whiteboard. So much fun and engagement. And then when we went online, I didn't find a website that was that great for Jeopardy, that was that engaging, that was quick, that I could use over and over. They were kind of clunky, or the kids were confused. So Jeopardy is one that I love their sample. And also, yeah, I made one myself to show you how it really applies for 7th grade world history. but it could be any class. So the quiz game, according to Universal Design for Learning, it helps minimize threats and distractions, as well as providing that group class atmosphere. One of my favorite things about what Sonny was talking about this morning, if you saw him at 8 o'clock or 8 to 9, was how students becoming creators and producers. So I like to kind of model it first once, like I'll make a Jeopardy game for them. But then the next step is, all right, you guys, was that fun? Yeah. All right, now you're going to make your own Jeopardy game. What? And yeah, students can go ahead and create their own. Everything we've done, students can create their own, and they have more fun. They're more creative. Absolutely. Wonderful, Sonny. Yeah, it's easy to use, but the impact is big. So it's a small shift and a big impact. And I'll show you what I did today. I copy and pasted a Microsoft Excel. I didn't even know if it would work. The whole thing, like 40 rows, and put it onto the new Flippity, and it worked perfectly. I'm like, that was so easy. Wow. So let's see this Jeopardy game right here. You know, something like this, you get some points. I love you can have the daily doubles. All right, you can have this little bonus stuff, and it makes a sound. So let's first see what they provide us with. And then in a minute, I'm going to give you guys a sample from ours. So is there anyone who wants to call right now? Let's say we're on Teams. Is there anyone who wants World Capitals, Simpsons, Bees, Potpourri, movies? Go ahead. You can put it in the chat or you can call it out.
Movies for 100.
Movies for 100. What is the best movie of all time according to AFI?
Notebook.
Notebook, she says.
What is Citizen Kane?
Citizen Kane, says Steve Hickman. All right, well, we got team 1 and team 2. Okay, so let's see. Citizen Kane. Wow, team 2. Amazing. Oh, all right. So proud of you. All right, we're moving on. Thank you, team 2. All right, go ahead, team 2.
Oh, en español for 100.
Oh, en español. All right. What English word for a dessert means foot in Spanish? Any takers? We got 4
Wow.
teams.
Pie.
Pie, she says. Well, who says pie? Let's see. Let's see. I got to hit my little speaker view. All right, let's see. And we're going to hit it. Pie, which is pie, right? In Spanish. Excellent. All right. And now, so we can see we are with our top 2 teams here. Oh, go Karen. All right. Heading into Double Jeopardy as we move on. No, I mean, there's so many different ones. You can see right here. What do we have here? Let's see. Movies 300. What else? Oh, a daily double. All right, let's see. This is that open-ended question. Oh, I'll show you absolutely right now, Kimberly. Great question. So what is the name of Springfield's baseball team? I have no idea. Isotopes. Okay, nobody got that one. Great. So if we go back here to Flippity, okay, because I'm going to show you how to make it now. How to easily turn this into the trivia game show. You go here to template. Again, you're going to make a copy of this document. Excellent question. You always give them a second when you make this copy. Or double click or whatever it takes. Should be opening. And here you can see it. Okay. And you can even have the final Jeopardy question here. So you have your 100 questions, your 100 answers, 200 answers, all the way down to 500. And you can simply go ahead and put the questions in right here. Or what I noticed about this one, wow, is there's no pictures. But you guys, the Jeopardy is where you can be some of the most advanced here. This is where you can insert math formulas from Desmos, from Equate.io. I believe even YouTube videos can come in here. Pictures, all different types of things right here. See the pie one?
How would you put a picture in there?
Oh, okay. So it's the same type of thing. You would go ahead and get that PNG. Oh, here is the YouTube. See Potpourri
Uh-huh.
right here. You just go ahead and put in the link. So again, if we wanted this puppy, I'm going to copy image address. Go ahead, take it right here. And just put it in anywhere you like. So in the thorax. And I'll show you in the next example that I actually have pictures. And just to make sure it's very clear, if you go to the instructions here, this is how I learned. Modify, get your flippity, make changes, special bonus. How do I use pictures in my quiz show? See, type in image followed by the URL. So it'll look just like this. Okay. And that the URLs must end, see, in this .gif, JPEG, PNG. All right. And when you put them in, yeah, let's go ahead and see. I think that one was potpourri, right? For 100. Where did we go? Not this one. It was the Jeopardy. Let's go ahead and see. If we get the link here. Let's reload it. Okay, we get the link. I believe it. Flippity's having trouble. Okay. That's okay. Let's see. I
it's
think
just there.
I know it was just there. I'm like, it's sensitive right now. It's okay. We'll try it in the other game.
It says,
try-
Sunny says, did you publish it? Did you publish it?
Yeah, I published it, but I was like, do I have to republish it? It's okay. We'll try this one right now because I actually like this one too. Okay. And I'm going to put one. Yes, I published it, but maybe I should republish it. But that's okay because I'm going to give you this one. So I put one here in the chat. And this is one that I actually made, a live one. Too often I go to these trainings and the people, they're not really teachers and they don't really have curriculum that's relevant in the class. A lot of theory. So I did want to make sure I showed you some stuff that is quite applicable and meaningful. Okay. The publishing should be very, very close to immediate. So sometimes it takes a second, but that's how we were able to play it the first time was it's there, published, ready to go. But let's go ahead and see. So we got here 7th grade world history, which if you guys remember last year, that means it was around September of 2020 at the peak of that pandemic on online learning when it was so tough and everything seemed so hard. Nothing was really engaging the kids. And so you needed something a little bit fun and something that they could have fun with their partners. So let's go ahead and see, let's say Roman numerals 100. Wow, see how I'm able to add the image in there? So anyone, what number is this? 5, says Chelsea. Let's see. 5, absolutely. Now, let's see, what do we have for Roman architecture?
For 300, please.
Oh, 300, sorry. I put this one here so you can see the image. You see, I was very much teaching this class, I remember, but I didn't have the Flippity at the time. And I really wanted it. Oh, the Colosseum. Absolutely, she says. Let's see again. Wonderful. But she's the one who said 300. So let's go ahead and honor that. What is the term for an arched roof? What is the term for an arched roof?
Is it a pediment?
Let's see if
What
she's
is a
smarter than
pediment?
a 7th grader. Okay. Oh, they tricked us. You see, it's a very vocab word, right? Academic vocabulary from that little chapter. What do we got here for Roman, miss? The Roman goddess of beauty. Oh,
Venus.
Venus, we heard. Lovely. Okay, so there's a few other things we can have on here. What was anything here? Aqueducts. Here we go. Something like that. You can start off easier. They get a little harder as you'd like. Now, I'm trying to think if the YouTube video is in here somewhere, but that's okay. Roman law. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing I would like to show you. You can insert the graphs and images if you wanted them analyzing and highlighting images and graphs so that it's not simply text-based every time. That was one of the things I wanted to show you. You saw me clicking around like, where is it? Okay, so in Universal Design for Learning, absolutely, Bonnie. Can they play this as a study guide? Absolutely. And that's one of the ways it was intended. And so I'm going to show you at the end, when I put this on a Google site, it's really sitting there the whole time, ready to be used as a review. Ready to be used as a review. So speaking of review, we're going to move on. Hopefully you can see that Jeopardy thing, and it's so customizable. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are. Oh my gosh, is it too good? Would we get their results if they work alone? So here's what I did. I was having them screenshot things, or what I was doing is literally coming into their breakout room and saying, hey, how did it go? You want to show it to me? Show me your quiz and score when we play together. Oh, which ones did you make? Oh, you can also have them posted on Google Classroom, right? And take each other's. That's what we used to do. I call it make a quiz, take a quiz, where the kids are making it and then they post it for their buddies. And then they got to take 2 other people's. It's part of the review. And it's part of empowering the students, letting them know that it's not something I do. And very much if I'm doing it, even if we have degrees and stuff, I would like them to do it. Pretty much down until the elementary. I was teaching my nieces how to do all of these things and they love it. You know, instead of just hearing, it's funny to watch sometimes the teachers just talk to the 2nd graders all day. Like, oh my gosh, they're not paying attention. Excellent. Yeah, they can do that. Okay, so bingo. Bingo is something we can have right here again, fostering collaboration and community. Something important and hard to do online. So this is a bingo game. The first round, I'm going to go ahead and show you. Okay, you get a free space, and this is based off of the states of America. All right, there's 50 states, but I believe here 25 spaces. So every student will receive an individual card. And why this is easy, look at this. Nevada, Alaska. Do I have Alaska? Nope. Oh, Idaho. Oh, okay, very lovely. How about Utah? Is Utah on the list? No, I gotta wait. Oh man. And look how it unclicks. So you're ready to play the next game. So if someone goes, I got it. Woo! All right, let's go ahead and check your card. Georgia, Dakota, Idaho. Awesome. All right, next game. Or you can clear your board here. Okay. When I tried to make this before on like a Google Doc or a Sheets, you know, you're putting X's over it. It gets really complicated. It's not as simple as you think. We just had our coordinator buddy the other day said they tried to do it with administrators on a Saturday. The whole bingo game fell apart. It's too difficult. And I was saying, oh my gosh, Flippity would really help you so much. So, but I want to show you just something that we have. And just in case you're aware, you don't always have to play bingo diagonal. There's so many ways, right? We like to play X. All right, you guys, we're going to play X for this round. All right, you guys, we're going to play L. Okay, and you would call out bingo or whatever it is. If you believe, like some of my students, that their board is unlucky, it's not fair. You gave me that one. You don't like me. You don't like me. Okay, get a new board. Okay, you can get a new board. Switch it up. Could you put the state pic? Absolutely, Bonnie. That's what I was going to say next. You can put the pictures here. I believe, yeah, you're right on the bingo one. I hope it supports it. I'm not sure. But you can have alternate text to the right of it. So like capitals. So I'll call out the state and then you put the capitals or whatever it is. Sometimes when we're in a crunch, just like we're going to do, I'm going to show you, we're going to play 4 corners. All right. And it's only 4 corners. 4 lovely corners. So before we do that, I don't mean to throw it off, but I'm going to put this in the chat, you guys. Oh, wow. Yeah, it does in the instructions. Exactly. That's amazing. Because with the bingo one, I'm going to show you what I did to customize it. And you're going to see it right now. Actually, you might even see yourself in this. So let's see. Here's the second round. Oh, wow. These guys look familiar. These look like some of our participants here on our bingo board. And, you know, if I don't know, I'm taking attendance or I'm doing an SEL check-in or something like that. I also happen to have here my attendance sheet. So I'm just going to call off a few of our buddies. Let's go ahead and see. Jonathan, do we have Jonathan on this list? And we're playing 4 corners, you guys. So anyone who can get to Jonathan, awesome. But is he on the board? Not for me, but I'm going to call it off. How about Sarah Coronado? Oh, awesome. I got that one. Great to see you. How about Jesse? Just a simple Jesse. No, I don't have it. How about Jessica? Is Jessica here on this? Oh, not on my board. How about Jenny Nicholas? Do I have a Jenny Nicholas? Oh, no, man. They gave me the unlucky board. All right, because I have it on here twice. How about private? Very private. Okay, lovely. We're going to put it for 2. Private. Private. Okay, let's see. Amanda Nieves. Amanda Nieves. Do I have it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, I do. And she's a corner. I literally didn't do that on purpose. Okay. And just to finish off the game, let's see. Karen Carpenter. Is Karen Carpenter in here? Oh my gosh, so excited. And oh, you see, I got it. 4 corners, you guys. Sorry if I cheated. Okay, but you get the idea. We're almost running out. And I need to clear my board. What do I win? A little surprise mystery package coming at the end. Okay, lovely. Oops. Okay. And again, you could play however you'd like to set it up. And again, with pictures. Yeah, man, it keeps you engaged. So let me tell you, I used to do this with AP classes, and we used to do word definition picture. Get the loser board. Well, then pick a new one or team up with your buddy. And we used to always do word definition picture. Yeah, yours should be different because everyone's going to have a different board. And that's what's so great. We all don't have the same board, but I don't have to make 100 copies. It's just the Flippity produces for that. So when you get the link, yours is different from mine. And we can constantly keep playing. Yeah, I love doing this stuff with advanced placement courses because they're used to expecting essays, lectures, and then you come in with bingo and they feel like, what? I'm having fun. And it's advanced placement words or whatever you like. Okay. So the bingo is something, and I really want to tell you guys right now, one time the administrator told me, Zach, this is too fun. And that's when I'm talking about the F word. And I said, wow, I didn't know that was a bad thing. So sometimes it just looks so fun. It can't be academic, but we know that's not the case. You can incorporate this in many ways. Word, definition, picture, capitals. Let me see if I can just show you what it would have looked like. What it would look like on the back end. So if you're at bingo, you want to see the template. You go to make a copy, tricking them into learning. That's absolutely it. And we're talking about where the period ends on Zoom. Like, it's over. Yeah, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, already? How is this possible? And you're like, wow, Flippity is so lovely. See, here are the alt terms. What are our options? You can have the free space.
So I'm sorry, go back, what the alternate terms on that one, explain that.
So right here, like alternate terms that they would accept. So the capitals.
Okay,
So, you know, if you wanted to make it more academic, sometimes, no, this is too easy. Where's the academics? Play with it. You know, it's also not a crime to socially and emotionally support our learners too, or to make, you know, learning fun. It's okay as well. And exactly, you can make it as challenging as you like, but maybe it's not the time for challenge. Maybe it's a party day. You know, it's a Halloween or whatever. Great, but maybe it's AP review day and we're reviewing for our exam. Absolutely. Take your pick. Okay, one of the last ones, and we're going to save it for the little bit. Manipulatives. With these manipulatives right here from Flippity, you're able to customize and to group anything that you would like right here. You come up with the terms. I'm going to put this link in the chat. And sorry if it's too history-based for you. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that when you have the link. I got to hit the link so that you guys can see it. Well, we're already here, so that's perfect. So if you go ahead and click that link in the chat, you will see here the manipulatives where you create the categories. This is a higher level of Bloom's taxonomy, right? Higher level of learning where in colors, I can group my themes. Okay, so these are the themes in the advanced world history course, US history, America and the world, geography. And then here are my key terms that we've been studying all unit. So would these students be able to group them? And there's no right or wrong answer. That's the beauty of it. It's more open-ended, right? Jeopardy had a lot of what is the answer? But in this, it's more open-ended. Well, why do you think, for example, Teddy Roosevelt would fit with America and the world, or national identity, or politics, or both? And you get a drag and drop. You know, we want to make it student-centered learning, right? We don't want it to be where we lecture them all the time. Now they're able to drag and drop. Yellowstone. Where would Yellowstone go?
And what would you just have them like screenshot a picture of their final bit? And
So I've absolutely done that screenshot, and then usually I have them present it to the class. So it's okay. You got a screenshot, or go ahead and share us. Why did you guys do that? And then group 2, because I usually do it in group. Okay, group 2, did you guys have similar or different answers? Well, actually, we put Teddy Roosevelt on America and the world. Why? Can you go ahead and tell us what you were thinking? Well, yeah, because he wanted to make America a strong world power. Oh, okay, great. Great. Etc. And we're justifying our answers. We're evaluating. We're student-centered. We're not just sitting around listening to me lecture them. And Teddy Roosevelt conquered this. No. Now they're justifying, defending, proposition, and support. And if we show you again, just how do you do it? Because one of my questions is always on Flippity, how do we do this? If you go to the Manipulatives game, which I cannot find at the current moment. Where do they put the manipulative? Ooh, interesting. Manipulatives right here. Top right. Thank you. I don't know why it took me forever. You make a copy. I just want to show you what they give us. It's kind of funny. So Michael, Dwight, Jim, Pam, ring a bell? Randy, sorry, Ryan, Andy, Stanley, Kevin, Phyllis. Okay. Where are these guys from? And then here's the categories. Tall, kind, grumpy. The Office, of course. Published to the web. Because we never forget to do that. Even though I always forget to do that. Get the link here. Because I'm always rushing to the link. And here we can see who's weird, who's tall, who's competent, who's kind. Well, Stanley is kind. Okay. Etc., etc. And these are manipulatives. All right. Just a few minutes left, and then we are almost done for our day. So I'm going to just rush through, not rush through, but show us the last little bit. The random name picker is so cool as a generator. Just to take it for a spin. I actually put some of our names, but it's hard to see. So let's see if we can zoom in on anyone. Okay, I put us in teams so that we are here on teams. So it is going to be Jenny Nicholas and Chelsea Ortega. All right, you guys are going to blank whatever our next assignment is, okay? You two are in a group to do on the project. All right, so you can't say I'm not fair, all right? Now, what I love to do, and I'll show you in a minute, Rosemary is with Rosemary herself. What I love to do is turn this into a Wheel of Fortune game, and I put this as either the groups or money. So 300, 100, 500, whatever you like, you can group them up. You can also just put them in groups here if you want. Okay. The random name spinner is really fun and engaging, customizing that information. I'm going to show you in a second. We're going to come back right to it, okay? And the last one is kind of like Hangman, where the students get to play Hangman, and it gets to melt right here. And these are games I remember you could only do on a whiteboard, or you could only do on a chalkboard in the days in elementary. Well, now we can bring them back and have them online. And so just to show you what a snowman would look like, any guesses for what letters we think this 3-letter word is? A, Sunny says A. Wonderful. Anything else? T. Oh no, he's melting. You see, I think Hangman is a little too strong, so let's try H. So he's a snowman. Oh, no H, sorry. But you could try again, anything you like. S. Oh no, he's melting. C. Oh, M, gotta be an M. Oh my goodness, I think we're one away. Come on, people, we love it, we love it. T, gotta go safe T. Yikes, he's melting. Can we save him, guys? Can we bring him back to life? What is that, an I or an L? I'll try it here. We'll go I. Yak. Oh my goodness, it was a yak the whole time. Really random, I didn't expect that. So yak, very lovely. Okay, that's cool. We build a snowman. It could also be a flower. But this is what I like to do. And for the last few minutes, I really just want to show you guys this. You could actually put it up like this, where you have the wheel spinning on the left and the snowman on the right. Now you're creating a Wheel of Fortune game. So something just like this is possible. You guys, I gave you this slide deck. So here's all of the instructions for the games that we played. In just a minute, I'm going to show you the website I created. So we're getting very close to that end. You know, this is a great resource for online teachers, for teachers in person, right? It promotes equity because it's free. Inclusion for all learners. Everyone can be engaged in this, whether it's graphs, text. I hope you enjoy. But before we do, I want to grab, hopefully this website, if it lets me. It might not, but it also might. Okay, let's see. The preview, yes. I'm going to put this in the chat, and this is the last thing going in the chat. Okay. I found out that you can actually put Flippity onto a Google site. Now, with Dennis, I've created a lovely Google site for our whole network, but I did not know you could put Flippity on it till like yesterday, as I was playing around with this. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Welcome. We've already seen this. Great, great, great. Here's Flippity. Why does it take me to the end? Give me a moment, please. It's loading. It's loading. Okay, here's what I found so fascinating. You can literally embed these. You just put the link and you can play these from the site. You can click on
Quadratic formula.
while it's embedded on the Google site. You don't even have to leave the Google site. I don't have to keep sending you all these links. Somebody asked, could it be done for review?
Red.
Yeah, it could. All these games
La Computadora.
could be played like Jeopardy. Sometimes I get lost with my link. Awesome. I'm glad. Look at that. My Roman Empire one. I mean, this is what I picture my class. I was creating a Google site for all 7th grade. This would have been under my Roman history, the subject on Jeopardy. Our bingo game is right here. You guys, we could still be playing right here. I could clear the card. Manipulatives. I said, no. Are you kidding me? I can actually use the manipulatives on the site. And all I did was copy the link here. It was so easy. Look, here's the random name picker on the site. So let's see who's going to win our prize. Dustin, an imaginary Dustin. Snowman and Hangman. But this is what I also wanted to show you guys. Just the last little bit. I mean, let's just show you one little bit. You got a spinner on the left, and now we got Wheel of Fortune for 200. Sarah and Stephanie, any guess for a letter? Because you guys are on a team now. You guys are buddies. Any guess, any guess? And she says T. Wow, literally, I was going to just put T on there. Thank you, Kimberly. Oh, T's melting. All right. Well, you guys, that is about it. That takes us really to the end of our lovely show. If you guys have any questions or you would like any trainings or anything, go ahead and let me know. My email's right here, zasofi@kern.org. And my phone number is right here. The website's attached. I really want to say thank you guys so much for coming. Can we edit the website? If you'd like, I can add it. I can change it to that. It's no problem at all. Yeah, we should all be collaborating together. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Let me go ahead and put thank you. You're welcome. Wonderful. Woo, woo. All right. Thank you guys so much. You're free to go or stick around if you have any questions. Glad you liked it. Bye-bye. Presentation, I'll send it right now.
Thank you. I just have a quick question. Adding Flippity to the Google site, is that a paid feature or is that free?
Free, 100% free.
Awesome. Okay,
And
thank you.
thank you. Just so you know, one of the reasons I did everything here is because it is free. No prices.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I think somebody needed the slide deck. Let me go ahead and put it in there. Chat one more time. Thanks. I'm glad you liked it. Let's go ahead and see. Here is the slide deck. one more time, which should have everything you need. The agenda, the website. Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye. That's great. Thanks, Chelsea. Thanks, Bonnie.